you haven't joined the Discord, join now, because I'm finna do a song wars or a beat wars soon. Quick. And winner is gonna get a prize, probably $100. Whenever I get $100, I don't have money right now, but yo, chat, we back making another video. I know I've been gone for a long time, and I promise y'all that Drake type video is actually for a beat that I made for Party Next Door. Like, it's in the style of Deeper, but it can fit for the Drake video, so I'm gonna make it both. Kill two birds with one stone type shit. Alright, so I was searching so long for this sample, finally found it deep in my hard drive. This is the sample. I don't know if y'all don't know, y'all might be too young, but I'm basically remaking the sample because I already made this beat a long time ago. Let me just find the part. This is basically the section that I'm using. So we just cut those. I didn't even use the drums or the melody. I literally just used the acapella. Cut that. Boom. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I just cut those. Really simple. Like, this is really simple. You can it literally, like, when you make a sample, it literally doesn't have to be as complicated as people make it. Like, it's really actually simple to sample. Transpose this up a bit, and then yeah, so I basically kept this pattern, and then I made a beat around it. I think it was 110 BPM. I can't remember exactly what BPM the beat was. Yeah, that's the pattern. That is the pattern. And then I just copied it like the whole way. Yeah. That's the pattern that I used, and then I'm gonna show y'all the effects. I'm gonna show y'all like how the beat turned out, but this is basically how I sampled it, literally in a few seconds. Yeah, chat. Okay, so this is the full beat.
Video was 110 BPM.
Let me just show you guys how that other part turned out. Turns out I put it wrong, like I made it wrong. Yeah, so this is the right pattern. So basically, this is without the effects. It's gonna sound exactly how it sounded when I chopped it up. I just chopped it up real quick, but this is what it sounds like. Yeah, so that's it dry. And then here are the effects that I put. I put the vinyl to make it sound a bit more like a sample. You know what I'm saying? Like a sample. Put the wear a bit up. Took out some of the lows, like some of the harsh lows that they were there. Then I put a chroma verb. This is the settings that I use. I just put a vocal chamber. I put down a bit of the dry to make it sound a bit more wet, like it's kind of in the background. This is what it sounds like so far. And then I put a tape delay, just some echo, and then I put a phaser. The phaser makes it sound like it's kind of like washed out, and like, yeah, so it kind of makes it sound like that. It's kind of a cool little effect. And then finally, to tame all of the sounds together, I just put auto filter, take out some of the harsh highs, and then this is what it sounds like all together. Yeah, so just a quick little sample flip, and then based on that, I made these chords. Like, based on that sound, I'm actually gonna play it together, but these are the chords that I used for that sound. Pretty simple chord, and the way that I make my chords is basically I don't start with the root note, but I kind of start with the root note because I place the root note down here. Then I always put it one octave higher, and then I start making the chords. So I just listen like one note at a time. I just go, and if it sounds good, then yeah, then I just think of it just sounds good together. So it's like, and then so it just sounds good together. And then I added this instrument. Let me just play it alone. So this one is a little different actually, because instead of going up, I just took this top note out, and then I took this bottom note out, and then I came up with this. So it's just using the same chords, but just in a different way. because I wanted to emphasize this bottom note and this descent. So let me just play it all together, the two notes, I mean the two chords. Yeah, and then the next thing that I added, these little sounds, they play out throughout the whole beat. This is the thing that reminded me of Deeper, but this is what it sounds like. So it's actually surprising what it is, because this is actually a British overdrive. It's like one of those electric guitars. I'll show you what it actually sounds like, but I just put it super high. So obviously I use Alchemy the goat. Come on now. And then I added this. This is the original, what it's supposed to sound like if you play it at like a normal pitch. Yeah, so I liked it kind of like distorted, kind of aggressive. I took out some of the lows because they were a bit too aggressive and it was kind of clashing with the 808s. But this is what the settings are. I always put the release a bit higher, super high, and I put auto filter so that it's not too aggressive in the higher parts. And then the 808s, let me just play this harp that I put at the end. It's not very important, but I'm gonna just play it anyways. Oh, fuck. That's cooked. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I just put hella like delay and hella reverb on that shit. This is the 808 pattern. 808 pattern is pretty simple. I'm gonna play it with the drums. Yeah, so basically, I don't know if you guys could hear it. If you could hear it, well done. But what I basically did is I side chained it to the kick. So it's side chained to the kick. So whenever the kick plays, the 808 gets like lowered a bit and then it goes higher. Yeah. It plays 5 milliseconds after the kick hits. And that's enough. Like, that's enough so that they don't clash. And so it gives it that kind of like side chained effect. It just sounds good. And then for the EQ, I just put this a bit higher because I wanted it to be a bit heard. And I took out the super, super, super low lows just because they're unnecessary. And then for the drums, did this hi-hat pattern. The snare just hits every second note. Yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. That's the full beat. And then everything, I'm gonna play the full beat at the end. But obviously I have my, and then
I'll keep calling you MXM.
And then for the mix, I actually learned how to mix a bit better. I can't lie. I actually now add a what the fuck did I just do? What did I just do? Holy shit. Okay. So I just added like a multi-band compressor so you can control each frequency individually. So what I did is I just put this final hip hop preset and then I tweaked it to how my beat sounds. And then this is what it like. This is basically what it does. I'll show you visually because some of y'all are visual learners, especially in these kids and shit. But yeah. So it kind of limits like each frequency, how high each frequency goes. Because you know sometimes the hi-hats can be too aggressive, but you also want the drums to be higher than everything else, and you want the bass and the kick to be higher than everything, bass and to hit and everything. But yeah, that's basically full beat. Yeah, so this is the full beat.
Okay, I'll keep calling you MXM.